Alright, so the finals update 3.6 is here, and with a bold statement, Embark say on the patch notes screen, let the games begin. And that is very true because there have been some massive changes to the game. First of all, something that obviously you guys have been telling me nearly every single day is of course that bug with the infinite loading screen. Embark said that this has now, hopefully, been fully fixed. And also another fix has been to do with the specializations and gadgets, of course, not being able to be used in some matches. So hopefully everything is now good there for you. And even you might be able to play in our community matches on FPL this Friday coming up. Anyways, for the environments in the arena, apparently goo has been given quite a buff, to be fair, and the time it takes for fire to destroy goo has actually been doubled. It's now going from 6 seconds to 12 seconds, which is pretty interesting, and I actually think that means that bullets are kind of now just way more faster in dealing with goo rather than something like a flamethrower or an ignite grenade, for example. So we'll focus on the biggest point here of the patch notes, and this is a huge change. The Cashout mode has been given like a significant change, which actually kind of really surprised me on the things they did. I know that people were mentioning to me that Oscar was saying on the live stream that the mode would undergo some reworks and hinted at some changes, but these ones here really do make the mode feel completely different, and I'm kind of mixed on it, but I'll let you guys kind of figure it out. I'll break down some of the highlight points here that kind of don't really, merge to make sense to me, but maybe if you guys want to help me out in the comment section to explain this. So I'll start off basically though by saying that the cash awarded to you as a player from getting eliminations has jumped from $200 to $500, which, obviously sure, that is quite a lot, but I do feel like that change alone is fine. Another thing is that now when you deposit the vault in a cash out station, you instantly get, I think it's 30% of the cash deposited into your overall team score. And then obviously you'd have to defend to get the rest, so that's the 70%. This also then replaces that $2,000 bonus that you get. So for example, now, if you deposit the first vault at $10,000, 30% of that is $3,000. The second vault, obviously then being $15,000, you would get $4,500, and then it ramps all the way up to, of course, that $22,000 vault, which in this situation, you would actually get $6,600 added to your team money for just simply depositing that into the cash out station. Now again, it slightly bumps up that reward and obviously then does focus on getting players to actually deposit the vault, which, I think we can all agree is kind of needed for the newer players in this game rather than just going for eliminations. But don't forget that the money situation in this game is actually changed now. But obviously before, you would get the flat bonus of $2,000, and then on top of it, you would get the 10k, the 15k, or the 22k. You have to defend for those full amounts in the vault. I don't actually feel like those changes that I just mentioned there are actually too bad of a change, and I feel like in some ways they're actually kind of positive, but what comes next is pretty damn wild, and it actually changes the scope of how the finals will be played entirely, and personally it just rubs me the wrong way. I don't really like it. So essentially, Embark have now removed all cash loss penalties for team wipes. Guys, to me that's kind of crazy. You might be thinking, well, why is this a problem, right? I mean, not losing cash because my teammate's trolling, running in with a light sniper rifle, trying to get no scopes, getting coin to make his YouTube video against 3 other heavies means we don't lose our progress. But that's actually my point. I mean, it now sort of enables players to make, I guess, more so rash, aggressive, silly decisions because there's not much punishment apart from the time being wiped in the game now. And I do hope that this is more so kind of like a miscommunication, and this could mainly really only be in like the casual games, so like for example like the world tours. So when Ranks does have its release hopefully in the future, if it does have money wipes, right? But it still doesn't teach the player base the value of staying alive on the casual level. I mean, it was pretty core to my teaching for new players coming into this game, because, I've always said, in the finals it's not about the eliminations you get, it's about the deaths you avoid. And now I feel like especially top players will just simply be W keying everyone like this is a kill race tournament and they're playing for like $500, right? But I really think that this has way more negative than positive personally, but again, I'm happy to be proven wrong. Again, maybe you guys can explain to me the reasons and benefits for this in the comment section, and I will, of course, playing World Tour or the cash out mode, just to kind of understand these changes as well in my own way, in my own time. Some really nice changes as well is to actually see that on the cash out mode is that the vault spawns have been changed to start off with when the game starts, to have a bit more of an even distribution. So, you know, with this new kind of like focusing really heavily on bringing the vaults to the cash out, the distances will kind of be hopefully fairer to players at the start, so everyone has actually a chance of trying to cash in the vault. Another huge change is that the time taken to actually steal a cash out has now been increased from 6 seconds to 7 seconds. So I guess this could kind of mean like less last minute steal opportunities, which again, you know, depending on if you're attacking or defending in the moment, that can obviously be a positive or negative, but obviously in this situation it really does favor defenders a lot more. Embark state that they're acknowledging the cash out mode is generating more third-party fights than they intend, and longer lasting team v team encounters because of the incentives to the scoring system. So it's good that they have, you know, obviously identified that this is an issue, and, you know, I think obviously the overall player base can agree that third-party fights was obviously quite annoying. And I think with these changes, sure, if you are trying to defend the cash out and you get wiped trying to defend it, yes, to be fair, Embark have kind of tackled that by avoiding the team wipe loss from happening, but it really gives a flip side of that where you would just play a ton more aggressive because there's no punishment for being wiped or playing aggressive. I think that by this they're also referencing an idea as well, or a strategy to basically wipe a team after they've deposited and cashed out a vault, because let's say that, you know, for example, you're in second, you would obviously then potentially go for the team that's in first place, right? Because you can see where they're holding the cash out because of the icon and the color, and you would go and try and wipe them first before potentially going to a vault, because, you know, if you wipe them, you would then be put in first place, right? But now there's no wipe punishments. It kind of makes the strat redundant. I mean, you know, from this mode, you know, it's a bit of a rush, you know, to deposit the vault. Now, remember, if you're obviously upset about these changes, then, you know, don't just, you know, take your pitchforks to Reddit. You know, test out the mode for a bit, kind of see how it plays out, because obviously, remember, this is actually one of the reasons why Embark haven't gotten ranked for cash out this season. It's to literally adjust the mode and make changes so that it's in a good spot to be a ranked mode. So, you know, first of all, obviously just test it out, give some constructive feedback, and then, you know, we'll see where it takes us for some potential more adjustments down the road. Alright, so for ranked terminal attack, we also have some changes coming in, and actually a very positive change is that the destruction is now being reset at half time without needing to go back into a loading screen to reload the arena. Some nice wizardry here from Embark pulling off once again, and I think this is actually going to be really nice for like a smoother experience, especially in terminal attack. They've also adjusted the health regeneration thresholds in terminal attack. Again, if you're someone that's kind of like watching these updates, like kind of ghosting, but you don't, you know, like play the finals, basically in the new mode terminal attack, you have like your full health, which, you know, for heavy, let's just say, for example, is like 350 HP, and that's like your white bar of health. And then you see that there's like this yellow bar of health. That's what they call like a regenerative health, and basically that health there you can actually regenerate back. So, you know, you can lose all the white health each round, and then the yellow can be, you know, regenerated. And obviously, from this change, we've kind of seen the strengths as weapons, such as like sniper rifles, right? And they've basically, because of that, adjusted the regeneration slightly to kind of match the class's health pool. So instead of everyone having like a flat 100 HP, you now have heavy being regenerated to 150 HP, medium being regenerated to 125 HP, and light staying the same. You know, it's going to help decently with a little bit of extra HP, but like an extra bullet or so, I don't know. I mean, obviously, you know, it would obviously counteract some of those body shots with the sniper if you're already low, but I'm just kind of like right now thinking about the overall. I think the sniper can still body shot a medium if it's down to like 125 HP with one bullet, so I don't know. It's obviously in the right direction. Is it there yet in terms of that? Maybe not. Have to try out and see and obviously get feedback. Also as well, ranked terminal attack has another change for parties in their MMR system as well. So basically, again, in this game, they call MMR like the ranked score. It's called like RS. Basically, it's like a score to kind of like measure how good a player is. It's like a number attached to your account or name. When you kind of play in a group, which is like a party, and you queue up together, the game now kind of changes how your score updates after each match, like the amount of it. So if everyone in your group has like kind of like a similar RS score, the changes in your scores will kind of feel like a bit more fair and a bit more natural. So basically, like layman's terms, it rewards you for grouping up with players around your skill, right? And that's kind of like how it should really be in like ranked scenarios. People should be playing around their skills with each other in those lobbies. But if you're queuing up with people that have very different scores, for example, like a Ruby paired with like, you know, he's queuing with like a load of unranks to like boost his score, players will be basically less easily boosted who are currently queuing with those, let's say, top 500 players, so that they don't get free buffets against lower skilled players, right? Because of these changes. And basically, it's a negative for both parties. You know, being the top 500 Ruby or being the unranked player on a new account, for example, you know, the player on the new account shouldn't, I don't think, be getting more RS for being queued with a higher member in the party. It will just be based on their own score in that exact match. For the specializations, we've actually got some pretty huge changes as well to the cooldowns. The evasive dash has been increased from 5.5 seconds to 6.5 seconds per charge. That's kind of crazy. Less, you know, movie players, I guess, or, you know, I guess what's kind of like fairer to say is like the movement or dashing is actually quite crucial now, right? So you kind of have to make each charge count. The grappling hook has actually had a decreased cooldown as well. That's gone from 10 seconds to 8 seconds, which I actually think is pretty cool to see. I want more grapple players. And to be fair, you could actually assign light now in Cashout like a role, like they're the runner, right? Or like something where lights are made to specifically have fast movement to hyper-focus on grabbing the vaults and depositing them. And then maybe the grapple could help out with that runner role maybe a little bit more. Another thing that's quite crazy is the healing beam has also been given like a huge timing change. It's basically been adjusted from 7 seconds to 5.5 seconds on the overheating. So basically now you kind of need to coordinate how long you're healing your heavy, for example, before then switching to dealing damage with your weapon. You have, you know, 1.5 seconds less to be able to use the healing beam on a heavy, for example. A weapon change as well, the 93R, also not been given much love lately as well. Not many players use it. There's actually been given some changes to basically make it a ton more accurate, especially when firing from the hip as well, which is quite cool. That pause match feature seen in Twitch Rivals, that's also in private matches as well, which is very nice. I like that. Also, a small change I like is that they've brought back the deaths in the summary screen, and it's really helpful, just because I think that should have always been on the end screen anyway. And another smaller thing as well, which is obviously, again, small touch, but really helpful, is they've adjusted the ping system stuff for like better context, which is really, really nice too. So glad to see that Embark are still giving love in that realm as well. Of course, it's obviously that time to check out our classic store updates of the week. Let's go in and see what Embark has cooked up for us, shall we? Cheers, my friends. Again, this fighting outfit was in the game already before. But they've obviously like changed this now to be like more contract. So I like this like sponsor stuff here. Very nice. We can see the name is on the back here. Very, very cool. Not again, I don't really like, it's not my favorite preferred thing, just because it's something that I've already had before. But we got a little put 'em up. As well, we have a looking sharp set, like more archer inspired from Holtol. Nice, a little bit subtle. I kind of like the shirt. I wish that it would have been nice if the shirt you could take on or take off the straps here, because this shirt's actually quite cool. Maybe I wouldn't like use it specifically, but here we got the quick draw. Oh, this is a nice bow, dude. Yeah, they're really killing it with the bows lately as well. This is a really nice bow. Luck of the draw emote. Bang. Oh yeah. Damn. Okay. That's a cool emote, dude. Very, very nice. And then obviously, yeah, last week I didn't make an update, but they added this like protocol cool set. There's people saying like Gundam shout outs here as well. Didn't actually get to show that off last week because there wasn't like a ton of changes in the store or the updates. But here is the protocol cool set as well. A bit crazy, a bit different. I've not really again, it doesn't really suit the finals, but sure. I'm just saying sure. It doesn't matter. And we also get this vintage Vengeance set, and this is actually sick. I think this is like one of the first KS, like proper KS skins, right? Actually very, very nice. You have this little like classic beam of light here as well. Shine bright and keep your targets in sight. Got your number plate, probably some lore stuff right here. Shout out my boy Rockhound and co. So there's gonna be some like Easter egg stuff here, maybe some lore stuff for Spear, but still very, very cool. And obviously, yeah, there we go, very, very nice. Actually, I like this shotgun. I don't have enough money. No. Okay. Well, I will probably buy this shotgun. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a very sick skin. So this is definitely a thick cop. Very, very nice. A fun shotgun as well. I wonder if you can actually like use the light like a flashlight. Maybe that'll be too broken. That'd be kind of funny if you could. Just as I was about to render the damn video, we got another set here from one of those bundles that you can buy. This is the Metro Drifter. It's dominate the long, dark shadows of the concrete jungle here. Actually, quite a nice collection. I really like these like boots. They're like a mix of like Yeezys, like back in the like the Yeezy Ugg boots, like the Yeezy, I don't know, like 750s or something like that. So that's actually quite cool. I actually really like them. Nice detail here on the whatever these called, the pants. You know, the gloves. Nah, it's okay. But look at this, the cloak. The feature here is just so sick. And yeah, we got some more cloaks coming in the game. Really, really nice. Also, another thing as well, you have that face, very similar to this face right here, which was in the City Lancer set. But this one, obviously, in the bundle was just like a lot more, I guess, nicer, I guess. It's just, I don't know, I think it's 50-50. They both look pretty sick, but this one's just really, really cool. I don't know. I really like that kind of like style. Super sick. So, of course, I'm going to buy the outfit bundle. Of course, I'm going to buy it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait, we also got a weapon as well. This looks like they... What do we actually get from this set? I need to actually like have a look. Okay, so we also get the LE damage. So if you guys remember, this is actually on the Fgar. If we go back to the Fgar quickly, it was this weapon right here. I never bought it just because I didn't really like it that much. But it's still quite cool for people that like that kind of skin style. And it's nice that they brought that over to the spear as well. So super cool. We also have a lighten up here, like a little... This is reminder to relax even though countless fans and sponsors are watching every move. That is true. Fabled Love here, a nice little a legendary sticker. Oh, okay. That's sick. I like that. That's kind of cool. Very nice. And of course, if you guys are wondering, you also get multi-bucks. So right now, if you go to the store here, it's £16.80 for 2,400 multi-bucks, right? Well, if you buy this bundle here instead, you get multi-bucks back, plus this outfit and bundle and stuff for free. So it's really cool. It's on Steam right now. It should be on the PlayStation and Xbox stores. But yeah, really cool set and really nice. The cloak. Whoa, there's a cloak is a little bit... it's a little bit weird there. But there you go.